Hello, hello. Come on in the room. Hello, hello. Thank you for the thumbs up. Pop on in here if you can. Let me get these off. Hey, Rosetta Peters. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Lisa Bell. Hey, Alicia. Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is well today. Good morning, Miss Sheila. Thank y'all for popping in. I hope y'all are well. Y'all having a good day so far? How's that weather out there in Texas, Alicia? New Mexico? Where you at, girl? I think you on the border somewhere. I know that. So it's going to be a day, y'all. I just wanted to pop in here and let everybody know that right now it's gloomy outside, but things are Arkansas. Okay. Okay. I should know that because I done said I say it wrong and I've been trying to say it right. Lisa Bell, it's nice now in Texas. Sheila says, I'm well. How are you this morning? I am good this morning. I am in here in the Krafty Korner trying to circulate everything so that it kind of sits right with this weather. The disaster preparedness is telling me to leave the windows in the shed open. Y'all know I'm on the fence with that one. But right now, thank you for your prayers, Alicia. I appreciate it. I am, and just to give y'all an idea of where I'm at, I'm in Georgia, and I am on, if you've seen the line of storms going up that Georgia, Alabama line, that's where I'm at. Okay, I am South Georgia, and I am on that Georgia, Alabama line, just below Atlanta. So it's like 10, 15 minutes across the Alabama line going west from my house. I could also go south and I'd be headed towards Montgomery. So I'm on that end, and the storm line is supposed to be tracking right up that line. You have family in Albany. I'll probably be going through Albany to get to Macon tomorrow morning for the Boss Lady Fee Festival, but I think that I will be moving away from the storm. However, they're supposed to have some pretty good gusts of winds up that way too. So just trying to get a good time to leave. Hey, Pooh, welcome, baby. Thank you for popping in. Amazing Specialty Baskets. Good morning. Good morning. Alicia said that is where my grandmother was born and raised in Albany. Okay. All right. Y'all know I'm not from Georgia, so some of the places I know where they are. And I know where Albany is because I've driven to Florida and gone through Albany. Actually did some work down in Albany for a little while. What is that? Brontilius, Fomophilius, Uromomicus. I also was diagnosed with ligma there. Okay. Welcome to the Krafty Korner. Cecilia, do you know Candace there? Thank you, Pooh. You own it, girl. Rosetta said, praying for God's protection for you. I have family in Macon, Georgia. Okay. All right, Rosetta. Well, we'll be in Macon for Boss Lady Fit. Well, we'll be in Warner Robins, which is a hop, skip, and a jump from Macon. So, hey, Monique. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Pooh said, you're welcome. Said, thank you, baby. I'm glad you on it because I'm looking at him like, what? So I am folding up my pillowcases. I haven't stuffed them yet because I didn't want one more thing to have to stack up just yet, but I'm going to get these done. If y'all hadn't seen them, these are the pillowcases that I've done. I got to stuff them and make pillows out of them. But the actual pillowcase itself is done. I did this one in green and this one in the same pattern on the front but red on the back. Pooh said, praying for your protection in the midst of the storm. God has you all. Yes. Yes, he does. Not so much worried about, you know, and if y'all didn't know, um, when you come from an island that's completely surrounded by water, this kind of becomes your norm. So I have been in millions, not millions, but y'all know what I'm saying. Lots and lots and lots of hurricane warnings. Um, I was in Hurricane Eva, right in the thick of it, because on an island you can't go anywhere. You're just there, unless you can get a flight out beforehand. You're just there. Um, Earthquakes, volcano eruptions, all of those things. So I know that God is good, and I'm not worried about that. I am concerned about my shed. Because y'all know I told you I don't buy myself nothing. But this was the one thing that I bought myself, and I know God's gonna protect it. I got my TVs and one TV, my equipment and stuff locked down already. That's what I've been doing this morning. My daughter had half a day of school. I would have kept her home, but she has 2 tests today, and I don't like her missing her tests and stuff like that. So she's at school. I'm going to have to go pick her up. The school's closing at 1:30, so they are closing 2 hours early today so that they can get these kids home. The daycare and pre-K part of the school was already closed. They kept that closed today. Um, and the elementary, middle school, and high school is open. The elementary kids get out at 12:30. The middle school kids get out at 1, and the high school gets out at 1:30. So at 1:30, I'm going to have to go pick her up. And then when we get back here, we're going to take care of putting the rest of this equipment up, and I got to clean off the porch. So all the stuff on the porch is going to go in the garage. And I got my tables, my chairs. I probably have 4 tents and a big old box of stuff that I'm throwing out. So all of that is on the table out on the porch out there. We're going to get that and get it put up. All right, and then getting my those lights that were in my Temu haul from a while back. They have chargers on them and everything. I'm getting those charged up so that we have them. Because I promise you, look, promise y'all. Y'all know I told you I don't make promises. I promise you the electricity going out first. Oh, down here in these here parts. And the electricity goes out. But it's okay because I ain't scared of the dark, honey. Let's see. I don't want to miss y'all. Let me back up a little bit here. All right, Pooh. Pooh says, you're welcome, Alicia sis. Alicia says, I hope everyone on the cruise is far away from the wind. Oh, yeah, baby. They listen. One thing I can tell you about cruise ships is they do not travel through the storm. What they do is they plan plots around it or cancel those ports and give you a new port. And that's one of the things you sign up saying you're okay with when you go cruising. It says in the policies in there that your itinerary and destinations are subject to change depending upon weather conditions. So right now, um, with these storms going through North Carolina and everywhere else, Shot's in the safest place she can be because they are cruising around the storms. They will not cruise through storms and heavy winds. Not these commercial cruise lines. Now they have been gotten caught in rogue storms that popped up out of nowhere. But for the most part, when it comes to hurricanes and stuff like that, cruise ships, they don't cruise through them. They cruise very, very far away. Creative Living says, praying for traveling mercies and graces. Thank you. I'm not going to be leaving out of here till about 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm sorry, my eyes bother me. From what I'm hearing, I'm seeing on the news, those storms should be past Warner Robins by then. Um, and I know they'll be on that side, but I'm giving myself 2 hours. It's going to take me 2.5 hours just to drive up there. So that's going to be 4 hours I have to get that storm away from Warner Robins area and headed on off further east. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna be very careful, y'all. I'm not gonna. If it's still really, really bad down here, then y'all know I'm gonna wait before I get on that road. Um, hey, S. Marie, thank you for popping in. So selfless, thank you for popping in. Good morning, morning. Excuse me. Hey, Vanita. Good morning, Katryna and everyone. Um, So, Vanita, which area are you coming from in Georgia? If you want to DM me that, you can. But I was just curious to know. I know you were worried about the commute as well, and we might be able to just meet up somewhere and follow each other so that at least we're together. But you just let me know. Hey, Crystal's Unique. Thank you for popping in. Hey, Monique. Monique says, I got lucky. Cobb County schools been out all week for fall break. Yeah, you did get lucky. Well, listen, baby, I got lucky too because if I hadn't signed up for Boss Lady Fees, thing, it just started raining, y'all. If I hadn't started up for Boss Lady, signed up for this thing, I would have had to work today and tomorrow. So I'd have been in the thick of this storm. But because I was going to the conference, I took off till Tuesday. So I'm off. I just so happen to be off today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days, and boom, here's the storm. So, God puts us where He wants us to be. And I truly believe that because I know my mother. My mother's deaf, y'all. She cannot hear. She wears a hearing aid, but the hearing aid um, allows her to hear sound, but the sound is still distorted when it comes in. So my mother loses a lot in translation because she can't hear well. And it's taken her a long time just to distinguish sirens, like when she's on the road. But the tornado sirens that go out here, the tornado sirens in my area kind of tag team each other. So they'll go off all the way in town, which sets them off all the way up through the town. All right. So when I hear them, I'm out in the country. I'm in the county. I don't live in the city limits. I live out in the county. So when I hear them, they've probably been going off for about a minute in town already. And a lot of times the area affected is somewhere in town. Now we got this great big old field behind our Walmart, notorious for tornadoes to set down in. Nobody knows why that field attracts the tornadoes, but we're glad because there's nothing in that field. It's never hit the Walmart store itself, but there have been a few that have landed in that field back there. Um, we have only had one that was really, really close to us, and this was at my mother's house before she moved in with me. And at that particular time, tornadoes were new for me because that's one thing I can say that we've never had in Hawaii. It's a tornado. We done had some hurricanes, but tornadoes, no. So that was kind of new for me. I have gotten caught out in the hail during a tornado warning where I just had to stop under the overpass, and just sit there. So, we're going to be safe, but I'm just glad I'm here so I can hear because my mother cannot. And I think God put that in place on purpose. So I may not, even if I don't make it to the conference, I'm here for my mom, and that's more important to me. So I'm blessed, and I thank God for putting the things in place that He puts in place, because we think we have one agenda, He may have another one. So yeah, Monica, I got lucky too, girl. Raya Chan says hello, good morning. Alicia laughing, Pooh laughing. Our place, your place says good morning, Katryna and Chad. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you? I watched your video this morning. Very nice. Amazing Specialty Basket says, God got you and your family. He will never leave you nor forsake you. That's right. That is right. And I believe that wholeheartedly, hon. Because he's never left me or failed me. Queendom Baskets, welcome. Greetings, Auntie Love. You be safe. I will, sweetheart. I will. Thank you so much. She says, I'm keeping you lifted in prayer, but like you stated, coming from Hawaii, you understand the water ratio. But stay safe. Have a blessed rest of your week. Yeah, now, and listen, that little nugget there I brought with me when I moved here. One of the things I paid attention to before I bought my house were the flood zones down here in this area. And I'm gonna tell you what made me really look at it, y'all, because it's funny. My mother used to work in Lynette, which is Alabama. So like I said, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes down the road, I'm crossing the Alabama line. That's where she used to work, because she used to live on that end of, well, she lived in West Point, which is right next to LaGrange. And I was down there one day to pick her up from work. And I went to some restaurant. Don't ask me what, I don't know. But you know how the restaurants have all these pictures on the wall? Well, I'm looking at all these pictures, and everything I'm seeing is underwater. And I'm like, where are these places at? So one of the people that worked there starts telling me, oh, that was West Point. West Point was underwater, and um, the flood zone goes all the way back into LaGrange and all this other stuff. And I was like, really? So I started peeping all of that. And then I started really researching the area. And I realized that where my mother worked at, right behind her, up on this great big old, I ain't gonna say a great big old mountain, but kind of like a mountain, was a dam. And I saw the dam. It was just great big old dam, and I was like, wow, I have never noticed that before. So there's a dam that keeps all the water off of West Point. So we knew I wasn't buying a house there. So I'm at the northern tip of the west end of LaGrange, and I live up above the lake. So now when they release the water up above me, it doesn't flood our area because I'm on the lake, and it kind of pulls down into the lake, and they ration and ratio that water out. But the year that West Point actually flooded, it was raining really bad, but it flooded because they had to open up the dam. And when they did, they flooded West Point, Lynette, um, but it wasn't major flooding. It was just enough water released to keep the dam from flowing and being damaged and everything. But that scared me. I was like, nah, I'm gonna live up here above the lake. So the lake's kind of like in my backyard. But that was why I definitely brought that nugget of water ratios with me, Miss Queendom. Queen in Indiana says, hey, Katryna and Chad. Dina Rogers says, hello. Queen of Indiana says, yes, he does. Yes, he does. He will not leave you or forsake you, and he is always there. Monica says, he sure does. Be safe. I will, sweetie. Vanita says, I decided not to go. I went ahead and bought the online ticket. I guess I'll just lose my money for the party. Our schools are out day too. Contact Boss Lady Fee, because I'm sure she knows of what's going on with the weather. She was talking about the airports being shut down, and they are shut down. Our place, your place says your steps are ordered. Perfect timing with approval off work. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Margaret, welcome. Thank you for popping in. Margaret says, good morning, y'all. Greetings from Southeast Texas. Venus says, Katryna, I'm in the panhandle of Florida. Oh, okay, baby. So you buckle down and you really be safe, because you gonna get the brunt. Definitely, y'all. Keep Vanita in your prayers, because she is down there in that panhandle, and that is where this hurricane is going to be making landfall. Hey, Gibbs by Chosen. Hey, sweetheart. It's good to see you. Good morning at Katryna and the Krafty Creators. Kimberly Shower says, good morning, Katryna. Kimberly, where are you traveling from, hon? Oh, you told me, well, you'll be good and past. The storm will be past by the time you come through. Because you said you had 4 hours to drive. So you're good. Our place, your place, praying. Halisa Heiler, good morning. So it just started raining, y'all. Like, time is it? Is it that late already? Which we expected, but it's raining. So you're in Mississippi, okay. So you be careful coming across there. It should be good and past you. I don't know what time you're leaving out, but it shouldn't. It's not going to track to Mississippi, but you shouldn't have to drive into it. Is what I'm saying. You should. It should be good and gone by the time you get through. Vanita, I wish you could come, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. I thought you were in Georgia. I didn't realize you were down there in Florida. Gifts by Chosen said, it's ugly here as well in North Carolina. Yeah, it's been storming in North Carolina for a couple of days now. Um, Kimberly says, will you still make the convention? I'm planning to leave about 8 or 9 in the morning. Yeah, I should be able to make it. I'm going to be leaving about 10 o'clock in the morning. And around that time, that storm should be leaving the Warner Robins area. It should be pushing out of there by then. It takes me 2 hours to get there. So that storm, I'm thinking it will be toward the end of the storm by the time I get there. So that should be good. Hey, Orange Orange. Welcome. Long time no see. Good to see you. Good morning, Katryna and everyone. Praying for everyone. God has his arms around all of us. I hear all your rain hasn't started here in a... Wait a minute, y'all. This thing is jumping. Oh, God has his arms around all of us. I hear all your rain hasn't started here in Atlanta yet. No, it has not. It just literally, while I'm on this live, just started raining here. Dina Rager, it rained last night some, but we had the one tornado warning last night. And the police officer, I have a police officer that lives next door to me. So when I put my mom and them in the safe place, we have a mattress with pillows and stuff and all the lights and stuff in the most inner area in the house, which is downstairs in my house by the stairs in the laundry room. And then, I put them there, and then I went outside to talk to the police officer to find out what was going on, because it wasn't raining or anything. And I'm like, okay, why am I hearing the tornado sirens? And I'm sorry, y'all, something on my tongue. He said that something about not actually a tornado sighted, but rotating clouds were sighted, and that they will trigger the alarms if they think there's a possible threat for that as well. So it was just a thunder cloud or a storm cloud that was rotating, so they tripped all of the alarms off. So just gotta be ready, that's all. Dina Rager, along with everyone's safety, I'm praying for healing to all those who need it, especially at Chosen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I love you, baby. I sent you a text, and you need anything, Guess by Chosen. Tamika, just give me a call or let me know, sweetie. I got you. Benita Bumpers, thanks, everyone. I'm further up in the panhandle, but we will still get some effects. Okay, you're closer to Destin. Okay. Okay. Margaret says, prayers for you all in the path of the hurricane. We've been through it in Texas with Hurricane Rita and Laura. It's something else to recover from. Prayers all can get your power back quick. Yeah, it ain't gone out yet, but it's going. Y'all know, like I said, the power going to be the first thing to go down here, because it don't take much. Gifts by Chosen says, thank you so much, at Dina. Benita Bumper says, at Katryna, it sounds like it's raining hard where you are. Yeah, I'm in the shed. Y'all know we see the wood all around me, but the actual roof is tin, so I know y'all can hear that. Gifts by Chosen says, thanks, sis. Will do. Orange says, sorry, I've been busy. I have a craft show October. Been trying to shop and designing, checking in, gonna jump off and get something done before the storm. Take care, everyone. All right, you be safe, and we'll be praying for you. That's what I've been down here in the Krafty Korner doing, is cleaning up and kind of circulating things, because disaster preparedness is saying leave your shed windows open. Y'all know I got a great big old problem with that. I know that the wind needs to have a place to go. And I have 4 windows in here, so that's a good thing. However, I don't want the rain blowing in here. So I'm I don't know, y'all. I'm really just not. I'm kind of at a loss on how I'm gonna fix that one. But I'm looking at something. Hey, Sedona, welcome, welcome. Thank you for popping in. Hey, Dorothy. Dorothy says, "Good morning, my peeps." Gifts by Chosen says, "Most definitely praying for your aunt, praying for Aunt Shot because they're on the ocean. Oh yeah, they got a smooth sailing, baby. You know they plot courses around the storms. They never sail through the storms, um, and you might have a rogue storm pop up, but I just told them the safest one out of all of us is Shant right now because they don't go through the storms. That never you will never sail on a commercial ship that goes through storms intentionally. They definitely plot courses around them. Hey, Rachel from Daddy's Treasure. I can't even talk this morning, Rachel. Daddy's Treasure Chest says good morning. What you got going on, girl? I'm trying to get my shed disaster prepared. So I'm just kind of moving things out of the center and putting it around the wall area so that it doesn't get blown over. The disaster preparedness is saying to leave the windows open on the shed so that the air can circulate through, instead of beating up against the walls and stuff. Then otherwise we're really gonna have a problem. So I'm getting all my paper stuff put up so it doesn't blow all over the place, and looking at a way to fix any water that gets blown in through the windows, because I have screens, but you know they're just screens. So that's what I got going on this morning. Details and Design says good morning, Katryna and Basketeers. Vanita says yes, the rain will mess up all your inventory, right? So that's what I'm trying to do, is figure out where I want to move. Like my robes are over here on this shelf, and that whole shelf is in front of one of the windows. So I'm going to move the robes. I got toys over there. I'm going to move all of that. I've done this side already. So, um, hey, KOK, welcome. Thank you for popping in. Gifts by Chosen says, I know that. I know that. I'm just saying the ocean waves do be rocking, but I know they're safe. With it being her first time, the motion of the ocean can get to you. Yes, yes, it can. Look, I got my sea legs the first time 2 years ago when I went on a cruise, because I didn't know the sea leg thing was a real thing, but ours was kind of wavy. So when you're walking on a ship like that, you know your legs get sore because you're going uphill, downhill, and that's where that saying comes from, them sea legs. But my legs was hurting, girl. KOK says, I'm sorry you have to deal with that so much for Mother Nature. Yeah, Mother Nature got her own thing going on, but you know what? Maybe something will get cleansed off this earth that don't need to be here. Um, it's gonna be all right. I'm just, like I said, grateful that I had taken these days off so that I can, and more than anything, be here with my mom, because she's deaf. She can't hear. She's not going to hear any tornado sirens. And sometimes the medical field is so desperate for money that y'all know they ain't canceling none of these surgeries. It's just going to be one of them things where we would have had to fight the storm to get there and everything, and all these people would not be showing up for surgery. So I'm just grateful that I'll be able to be here with my mom. I'm gonna have to pick my daughter up. It just started raining, so they get out of school at 1:30. However, if the weather gets a little worse before that, I'll be going to get her. So I ain't gonna leave her there at the school. Hey, Be Pretty Ink. She says, hey y'all. Baskets by Trinka says, good morning, sis in chat. Good morning, Miss Trinka. Good morning. Shamika says, good morning, Katryna. Good morning, Shamika. Welcome to the Krafty Korner. Mrs. B's Baskets and More says, hello, everyone. Divine Hands Inspiration, welcome, welcome. Good morning, everyone. Y'all welcome to the Krafty Korner. All right, so we gonna be all right with the storms, y'all. But I did want to share this with y'all. Have y'all seen this? The name card box that comes from Dollar General. So I got this on one of them Dollar General sales a while back, y'all. And when I did the haul video, I didn't show this because it wasn't in the bag over here. I don't even know where it was at. All right, but this is what the box looks like. All right, and it's got a lock on it, key, all of that. All right, and then it's got a little sign that you can put on top of it, like that. Just slides right in there. And it's got some little stickers and stuff that comes with it. Ballot box, suggestion box, your card please. All right, so you can collect business cards or suggestions, you know, however you want to use it. What I plan to do, and it just unlocks right here. And the bottom, it unlocks right here on the side. And the bottom comes off. I ain't taking the bottom off because I had to fight to get the bottom off. Gifts by Chosen says, thanks for entering the Krafty Korner. Please make sure you hit the like button. Thank y'all. On your way in, you can double click on the screen or hit the 3 dots at the top. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you, Gifts by Chosen. I appreciate that. Dorothy Wallace says, I'm glad you got on this morning. Me too, girl. Me too. I will make sure I see y'all today, at least this morning. Because I know I ain't going to see you tonight. Because I promise you, I kid you not, y'all. As soon as the first breeze blows through here, all the power going out. So I'm charging up everything right now. I don't have a generator, which I don't need. I bought a bunch of ice to go into my deep freezer. So I've moved everything out of the refrigerator into the deep freezer. I've jacked the deep freezer up so that everything would be super frozen. And then I bought a whole bunch of ice to put in there for however long I need to keep it in there. So I ain't gonna worry about that. I'm gonna let the Lord take care of it. But this box, so I'm gonna use this box. I'm gonna collect cards in it, but I'm also gonna use this as a tip box. All right, and now I'll tell you why. Okay, and y'all don't be afraid to have a tip box on your table. All right, because I have had people stop and tell me, I don't have enough money to buy a gift, but I just wanted to give you $1 here or $1 there to bless your business. I have had people stop and do that. You know, and it was a very, very touching thing, very nice of them to do because they didn't have to do that. And the other reason is because people aren't scared to ask you for a discount. They're not. They're not. They will ask you for a discount in a New York minute. Y'all know they will. So, tip box got from Dollar General. I think I paid $1 for this because it was an as seen on TV thing and it was on sale. So that's what they look like. And hello. You can hang on, y'all. My mom just came in. Hey. But you can collect business cards with this as well as use it as a tip box. And like I said, don't be scared to put a tip box on your table because people are not scared to ask you for a discount. Hey. There she is, y'all.
I talked to the lady.
Okay. I'll be in a little while.
Well, it's raining out there. You need something on your head.
Okay.
My head's wet.
I got something on my head.
You need more than that.
All right. Gifts by Chosen says, "Hey, ladybugs at Be Pretty Ink, Trinka, KOK, Vanita, and Rachel." Vanita says, "That's very nice. No, I haven't seen those. As seen on TV shelf from Dollar General. You may be able to find them on sale. But I got these. It's been a couple of months, y'all. I did a Dollar General haul, and I got these, but I didn't show them in that haul because I think at the time I left the bag in the car or I forgot about it. Um, Be Pretty Ink says, "Hey, Chosen, good morning, and how are you?" Rachel from Daddy's Treasure Chest says, "Hey, Chosen." KOK says, "Hey, Chosen, I've been thinking about you and praying for you." Baskets by Trinka at Chosen, blowing you a kiss. Kimberly Shower says, "That's how it is in MS2. Lights go out without a doubt." Oh, yeah. Vanita says, "Hello, Chosen." KOK says, "Hey, Vanita." Dorothy says, "Hey, Chosen, glad you're here." Trinka says, "Oh, wow, never thought of that. Love that idea." Look, but you know them folks thought about asking you for a discount, though, didn't they? But yeah, that's what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it to collect business cards and as a tip box. I'm going to put my logo and my payment methods and all that stuff on there. All things precious. Miss Rolitha says, "Good morning." Dorothy Wallace says, "How much was the box?" I would use it for my raffle tickets. I paid $1 for this, but it's been a couple of months that I got this. I got this like 2 months ago at Dollar General during one of the sales. And they only had one on my shelf, so I got it. Um, Vanita says, "So true. Our place, your place. Sure, right. We'll ask for a discount." Yeah, absolutely. Miss Trinka says, "Yep, everyone asks for tips, even if they just sit there and look pretty." That's right. Gifts by Chosen says, "I'm coping at Be Pretty Ink." Trinka says, "Oh, hey, mama." Um, Gifts by Chosen says, "Hey, mommy." KOK says, "Hey, mom." Yeah, she's gone back in the house now, y'all. I'm slow. Let me get caught up here. Our place, your place says, "Good morning, mother." Alicia says, "Hi, mom." Vanita says, "Hello, mom." Monique says, "Katryna, can you put a link to the flat boxes with the clear tops in your chat or on your page?" Yeah, there's already one in my community post. But I'll put another one up there for you. Talking about the cookie boxes from Amazon. I'll put it in there for you. I put it. Well, I'll put it on my page in the community post when we get off of here. Cause my computer's in the house charging. The only thing I brought down here was the phone. Kimberly says, "Hey, mom." Amazing Specialty Basket says, "Great morning, beautiful mom. Details and design. Hey, mom." Monique says, "Good morning to your mother." Gifts by Chester says, "Hey, Dorothy, love. Thank you so much." Miss Trinka says, "Gifts by Chester, and I just found out what you're going through and praying on the end." Vanita says, "Praying for Chosen. Hilda, stay safe through the storm." Um, Our place, your place says, "Yes, good for raffle tickets too." Yeah, absolutely. You can put raffle tickets in there, shake them up, pull it out. um, Definitely good for raffle tickets. Or anything you want to use it for, because you can draw names out of it. Let people put their own entries in there. You can actually do contests at your booth. Let people sign up. It's a good way to collect emails and stuff like that to get you some lead contacts. All right, and do a drawing giveaway. Let them sign up with their email and all of that stuff. Stick it in there, and now you have a lead list that you can do email campaigns to and pull one of the names and give a gift out. All right, and then let them do a review on you so that you have that documentation. So definitely a good idea to use those if you should happen to find them at Dollar General. So I got those. Um, and then, like I said, I am working on getting this stuff put up in a way that it doesn't get blown all over the place. I want to close the windows, but then I'm scared to close the windows. Gifts by Chosen says, thanks at Trick. I truly appreciate it. Chosen says, thank you so much, Vanetta. Um, Our Place, Your Place says, great idea, Katryna. Yeah, don't be scared to ask for those tips, y'all. You ain't got to go say, hey, can I get a tip? But put you a box on the table that says tips. Because people will bless your business. Um, like I said, I have had people just stop and say, had one gentleman when I was up here in this little field that I go into that stopped. And he says, I can't buy a basket, but I just wanted to bless your business. He says, that's all I got. It was $1 and I wasn't mad. Um, but I didn't have the little box to put it in. So I felt kind of weird sticking it in my pocket, so I'd rather have the box. I think that looks better. Dorothy Wallace says, do anyone have the link for the see-through cake boxes with the good base? You're talking about the ones LBE had? I don't know. I can't remember where she got those from, but LBE is pretty good about putting a link on her page on that video. So um, check her video on that and see if she put a link there. Yeah, check LB's videos and see if she put a link on there, because she's usually really good about doing that. I don't even have those boxes. The last boxes I bought were the little Barbie boxes. These don't have the straps on them. They just literally are boxes. And the ones that Still Classy had, I think, had the straps on it. But these are just regular boxes that, and I got those boxes because all of my Barbie stuff, I don't have Barbie stuff that I'm gonna make big baskets with. But I do have Barbie stuff like dolls, clothes, that I can make small gift boxes with. So I'm going to do that instead of trying to make big baskets with the Barbie stuff. Um, and in the midst of moving stuff, I found some other things, especially with the Peppa Pig. I have the Peppa Pig hooded blanket and all that. I'm going to put those with some things. Gifts by Chosen says, I sure will at Katryna. I've had that happen and I didn't think about doing a tip box. Thanks for the idea. Yeah. Check Dollar General at the what is it, as seen on TV, in that aisle, because that is where I got that from. It may be in a different place in your store, but this is what the box looks like. That's the UPS, if you can see that. But it's got a lock and key and all that good stuff. It comes with these stickers, like I said. It says, your card, please, ballot box, and suggestions. All right, but I'm not, if the only part of the sticker I would use is your card, please, so I would probably cut all the rest of that off. But I'm not. I'm just going to use my Cricut and make some stickers for it because y'all know I want to decorate my box. Put my logo and all that good stuff on there. Let's see. Dorothy Wallace says, I will look. Thanks. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely an asset for your table. And even if you just want to collect business cards, you may not want to get people to give you tips, and that's okay. But it's definitely good to collect your business cards. And you can even do raffles and drawings through businesses, and that's a good way to advertise, because whoever wins the drawing, you can give them a gift basket and put their logo and everything all over your gift basket. And they may get you customers. Okay. You just don't know. Those are just definitely different ways to advertise and get things going. All right. So, I was folding up my little pillowcases and stuff. I will walk y'all around and let y'all look at my little porch because I got to get all of that stuff put up that's on the porch. But my daughter and I will do that when she's home. Alright, and I'm going to flip y'all around because I got a lot of stuff to put up here. Alright, so that's all my chairs. I got all these there's 3 tables there. And this is the stuff that I'm cutting up to put in the trash can, the bicycle, all of that. Got tents over there, tents right there. I got my wagon. So all of this stuff is what I've got to get put up. And this is what we're looking like right now. It just started, like I said, just started raining a little while ago. And that back there is what I'm worried about. All the trees, y'all. All the trees. So my daughter will help me with that when she gets home. I gotta go pick her up from school. And that is all the stuff that I have put back here in the back wall away from these windows. And that's what I have been doing this morning. But I just wanted to pop in live, check in with y'all, and see how everybody's doing this morning. And what y'all got going on. Dorothy Wallace says, I will look, thanks. Our Place, Your Place is a beautiful area. This by Chosen says, I could sit there all day. Girl, I have. Looked at the clock and went, ooh, good Lord, I've been here all day. Y'all remember that self-care video I told y'all about? That's why, because I sit here all day long, not eat nothing. I've been making stuff all day. Y'all see why I got so much stuff? Because I'm constantly making stuff. I almost stopped a few minutes ago before I went live to make a basket because it was in my brain. And I had to stop myself. And I was like, girl, there's a storm coming in. You get this place cleaned up. Get off of YouTube and clean up and get yourself situated so that it don't get blown all over the place. So I've had to move all the paper stuff and these cabinets. I've redone the shelves. The stuff I have on, I actually put a lot of heavier stuff on the shelves. I'm going to, well, I'm probably going to leave my Cricut back there because my Cricut is not by the windows. My printers are not by the windows. So I'm not worried about those getting wet. I have a window right here behind me. And that window should be okay. But this window over here, which I'll show y'all. You see that shelf right there? Well, there's a window right behind it and it's open. And my concern is, as you can see, my robes and stuff on that shelf. So I don't want those to get wet. And because that window has, that's where those trees are down right there. They're all those trees are right there in front of that window blocking it. And they're already down. They're not, they can't blow down anymore because they're already down. So I'm thinking that I'll close that window because I think that window should be okay. Simply because it's already covered by those trees so that my robes and stuff don't get messed up. But disaster preparedness is the one saying, "No, leave your shed windows open," and I'm looking at them like, Lord, help me out here. And so, in my spirit, I really feel like if I close that window, it'll be okay. If I leave the other ones open, the window back there, that's what straight back. Well, there's 2 windows there, one straight back, one on the side, and I don't have any electronics down there except for the fan that's in the window, and I'm going to take it out of the window before I leave from out of here. Gives by Chosen says, I'm tempted to get back in my bed, but I have to push through today. KOK says, you've been busy. Are you still going to travel? Yes, ma'am. I won't leave till about 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And the storm's supposed to be out of here. Um, I want to say they said 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. The storm should be leaving our area. Um, and I'm guessing that by 12 or so, it will have pushed through the Warner Robins area already. So I'm going to leave about 10 because it's about a 2.5 hour drive for me. And I think that that trip will be okay. Um, it might be wet driving up there, and I don't like driving in bad weather at all, but I will drive through the rain to go on up there. I think that will be okay. I don't think it's going to be that windy during my commute because I'm trying to give the storm some time to get through. KOK says, great, enjoy yourself. I'm going to try my best, KOK. Look, I'm telling you, bad weather makes me nervous. It really does. But I'm going to push through, take God with me, and we're going to be all right. Um, but I'm just, like I said, my biggest blessing is that I took these days off. God knows what he's doing. He put those things in place for a reason. So um, even if I don't get to go because the weather is really, really bad, I'm off till Tuesday, and I'm here so that if those sirens go off, my mama, I can get my mom. My mom's deaf. She cannot hear. So she will not hear those sirens. And I just believe God puts us where he wants us to be for a reason. Chosen says, I hate driving in general. LOL. But rain and snow is a solid no for me. Yeah, I was in a pretty bad car accident. My shoulder got dislocated. And this lady had, it was a brand new Mustang. Y'all, when I tell you this Mustang was pretty, but her husband bought it for her and he was following her home. I was coming home from school back when I was in college. And we were on the back roads and she was flying. And y'all, it was raining so hard you could not see your hand in front of your face. So I couldn't for the life of me figure out why she was driving so fast. And we got on the bridge. I was living here. We got on the bridge, and she lost control of her car. Now she was in a Mustang, y'all. I was in an SUV. She knocked the tires off of my car. Okay, because she just lost control of that Mustang, and I was like, "Why are you driving like this?" But behind her was an 18-wheeler, and I saw the 18. Well, you ain't gonna miss the 18-wheeler. I saw him coming, but I didn't know how fast he was going. So when she hit me, we were on the bridge, and I thought my car was like this. Well, I thought I was sitting up on the rail of the bridge, getting ready to teeter into the water. And then I see this 18-wheeler behind her. Um, so when the car actually came still, I popped the seatbelt off and kicked the door open and jumped out of the car. Well, when I jumped out, I jumped right into this man's arms because he was standing there. I didn't even see him. Um, and I jumped right into his arms, and he says, "Hey, I got you. You're okay. You're okay." He says, "Everything's at stop. You're okay." And, that was God, a blessing right there. Because when I tell y'all, what happened was the car wasn't up on the rail. She had knocked my tires off. And so the car was like this, but I was disoriented. I couldn't tell where the car was. I just knew I'm not going over this rail into this water. So I jumped out of the car. And the 18-wheeler had stopped, but I couldn't tell. um, Yeah, right. Gives by Church. She says, "Hunty, these non-NASCAR drivers get on my nerves. You and me both." 'Cause to me, and my mother just talked about this yesterday. And I said because I hate it when people are driving, and I understand our goal is to get where we're trying to get to. Okay, but you can't drive and not be conscious of others and how your actions when you're on the road driving, if you hit them or get in an accident, how your actions will affect their life. For some people, that's loss of income. That's, they can't do anything until they get their car back. My daughter's in that situation. Her car got stolen. And right now she's struggling to get back and forth to work. She's already used up the rental car stuff. So my mom and I are trying to get her a car, and so right now she's just trying to budget her money so she can Uber back and forth to work. Um, to keep her job and all of that. So, we got to be mindful of those things and drive with caution always, because you just don't know how you're going to affect someone's life if you hit them, and this a lot of people drive unconsciously. They do not care. Okay, they don't see past their own lives. They don't see past their own actions. And if they do, it's a very short distance, very short. And I've just never been that kind of person. I've always analyzed and looked, well, if I do this, and I'm going to tell you how I learned that lesson, because I wasn't always like that, but I'm going to tell you how I learned that lesson. Entrepreneur Diary says, wow. Vanita says, oh, wow. So, yeah, when I jumped out of that car, my elbow was bloody, which I didn't even know because I hit the glass and it popped my shoulder out of place. Look, all I knew was there's an 18-wheeler. I'm getting ready to teeter into the river, and I'm jumping out of this car because I ain't going over this overpass in this car. No, ma'am. I will take my chances on ground. um, so, but I learned this lesson because when I was back in high school, there was this girl talked. I mean, when I tell you, she picked at me every chance she got, but it was always behind my back kind of thing, and then she didn't think I knew. So there was one day that we were all going to go somewhere and we are going to meet up. So she wanted to get in the car with me. And I thought to myself, oh, yeah, this is my chance to get her back. Sure, you can ride with me. Come on, girl, let's go. So she got in the car with me, y'all. And I'm laughing because everything turned out okay, but it could have been a bad situation. I took this girl to the shipyard out there in Hawaii, dropped her off and left her there. Now I ain't proud of that. I was young, and as kids we do youthful things that we shouldn't do. But it was one of those things that when I sat and analyzed it, the conclusion I came to was you should not have done that. Something could have happened to that girl, and I would have felt bad for the rest of my life. And luckily nothing did. She got a ride. They came and picked her up. She went home and all of that. But that it made me a more conscious person on how I react to things, how I do things, and what I do. Because I don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want anybody to get hurt because of something I did. So that was how I learned that lesson, though. But anyway, yeah, these people, they drive unconsciously, and it's really, really sad that people don't think of others more. They really should, because, you know, it is what it is. We just have to deal with it, take God with us, and know that He blesses us, He keeps us, He takes care of us. Gifts by Chosen says, my dad is a retired truck driver. He told us that he thought to keep our focus on all others on the road because we're not going to hurt ourselves while driving. Facts. Yep. Yeah, so we definitely have to be conscious of others. The problem is that other people were not raised that way, and they do not care. They don't see past their own trauma. They don't see past their own um, misfortunes. They don't see past their own actions. And I mean, it can be, I work with people like that, and like I just be looking at them like, okay, but what you're doing is not beneficial for the patient. So you're doing this because you're bored? I mean, come on. And I just have to shake my head now. There have been times when I've had to just really literally get up and just take over the patient care, because there's a nurse that I'd be ready to throat punch this nurse because she just taking all these shortcuts, and the patient is deteriorating, so to speak, that kind of thing. And fortunately, there are probably about five of us, well, six, that are seasoned, very seasoned. We've been nurses for a long, long time. And, we know when to jump in and take over, and we do. Because a lot of our nurses are new nurses, and, you know, um, this is what it is, y'all. You just got to do what you got to do and keep it moving and take God with you and know that He's the best there is. There is no other like Him. Pamela Campbell says, hey, Katryna and everyone. Hey, Pamela. Thank you for popping in, girl. We done been on here an hour. Have I been on that long, y'all? It don't seem like it. Well, I'm going to get off of here so that some of you other beautiful people can go live. And I'm going to hit the center here where all my equipment is and see what I need to bat down. If I need to move anything out of the center here, and I'm going to put that inventory that's in the center up so that it's not out. And then I'm going to close that window back there and leave the rest of these windows open. And by the time I finish that, it should be time for me to go pick my daughter up from school. If this weather gets worse, I'm just going to go ahead and go get her, because she had two tests today. So I let her go ahead, go to school and take that test. School ends at 1:30, so she's going to text me when she's done. But in the meantime, in between time, you all be blessed. Thank you for all your prayers. Thank you all for all your support. And guess what, y'all? I didn't tell y'all. We're not at 1K yet, but I did get the invitation application for AdSense and to and monetization. So it's not the ad thing where you run the ads and for monetization, but it is the super chats, super thanks, and all of that. So I did get that this morning. I woke up to that this morning. So that was great. I went on and filled all of those things out, and I'm super excited about that. So we are going to go. Oh, thank you, Sedona. I'm taking Shant's place this morning. I got on a little earlier than that. I don't think Shant said she wasn't gonna do a whole lot of lives. So, and they have been DMing me. They're having a great time. Felicia's been sending me a lot of DMs and pictures and stuff on the trip and all that. So I can't wait till they share them with you, y'all. She's having a great time, and it looks like she's thoroughly enjoying herself. So I'm glad for that. Gifts by Chosen says, let's go. Yes, ma'am. She says, congratulations, boo. Thank you. Miss Nessa says, Nessa is on also. All right, well, we're going to head over to Nessa's, Miss Rachel, because I done been on here over an hour. And y'all go over there, hit Rachel, you watching both of us? Well, look, I'm fixing to get up here and get some more stuff done. And I'm gonna pop into to Nessa. Shamika says Nessa is live too. You have her on your TV. All right. Well, I didn't bring anything down here but my phone, so I'm gonna pop on with her. So Donna says I would be. And in the meantime, in between time, I want you all to be blessed. Thank you for your prayers for traveling grace. Prayers through the night. I'm gonna, after I get her home from school and we get this stuff put up, I'm gonna try to lay down and get me a couple of hours of sleep, because I'm probably gonna be up all night, because like I said, my mother's deaf. She's not gonna hear any sirens. I was up most of the night last night, and that was only because we had one siren go off yesterday evening. So, you know, I'm going to definitely keep my ears open, and keep you all abreast of how everything is going. So if you go live tonight and I can get on there, I will. If I can't, then y'all know the power's out and I have data. So as long as the cell phone towers stay a mist, I should be okay. But you know, the power's gonna be the first thing to go, y'all. I promise you that. Um, but you all be blessed. And continue to support each other. If you have not subscribed to people on this live, please make sure you go and subscribe to everybody. All right. And continue to be a blessing to each other. All right. I love you all. Be blessed. Bye bye.